Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
There we go then, Reds. A 3-0 loss at home to round off the pre-season before we get into the big one away at Fulham next Saturday. We've lost 3-0. Remember to like if you can, if you're up for it. Do though, because it is the first instant match reaction outside Anfield of the 22-23 season. So happy to be back. It's a bit chilly now, I'm not going to lie. The sun was out earlier and it was tough to watch that, if I'm honest. Had a great seat in the main lower. And to be honest, I was doing a bit of research on Strasbourg beforehand. I was thinking, are they Belgium? Are they France? I actually looked them up. They're right on the border of France and Germany in the very east of France. They're in Ligue 1, to be fair to them. They are in Ligue 1. So they are a Premier French team, and today they absolutely outplayed Liverpool. Of course, listen, the massive caveat that we should mention is that we had a very, very weak team today. And in the first half, you could argue that our best two players on the pitch, Konate and Gomez, had maybe their worst. I know it's a pre-season game, of course it is, and we're not going to get carried away like we weren't going to get carried away with yesterday. But today's just a little bit of a humbling for those centre-backs who conceded 3 goals in the first 20 minutes. Let's not forget. So listen, a poor performance all round from Liverpool. We're lucky that this game doesn't count for anything because, as I said, Strasbourg completely played us off the pitch tonight. Yes, as I've mentioned already, the team was super weak, with all due respect to the players that were playing tonight. We saw some debuts. We saw Fabio Carvalho get his Anfield debut as well. Was always very tricky on the ball, won a few free kicks. But to be honest with you, I mean, Bakacic, he was decent. He came off towards the end of the second half, but he had a free kick that the keeper had to save. There was a shot from Tyler Morton, a couple of close ones from Harvey Elliott. But in terms of clear goal opportunities, it was all Strasbourg. And as I mentioned, 3-0 after 25 minutes. It's not great, is it? Thank you very much. Oh, it's nicer. Better than the abuse I normally get. But listen, we have to smile. We've got an amazing season ahead of us. Klopp knows exactly where we are at this stage, and he knew tonight that realistically, if you play a group of players who have an average age of maybe less than 20 against a Ligue 1 side, then you probably are going to lose that game. I think anything other than a loss would have been great tonight, but that's what we've been dealt with. A 3-0 home defeat at Anfield. James Milner, credit to James Milner, I have to say. Played some of the game yesterday and played 90 minutes today. I mean, this guy just defies science. He's won the bleep test every year since he's joined Liverpool, and he really is just Mr. Duracell. This guy just keeps going. He was getting stuck into tackles left, right and centre, giving it a bit to the ref as well. Probably should have had a penalty, if I'm honest, the captain today, Milner. But overall, a fairly disappointing night. I'm trying to draw some positives from it. It is quite difficult to do after a 3-0 defeat. Yes, it is pre-season. Yes, we shouldn't take this too seriously, but let's look at the pre-season in a full. Obviously lost to Manchester United, lost to Salzburg, and now we've lost at home to Strasbourg as well. So it depends how you view how important a pre-season is. Is that a good pre-season? Let us know in the comments. Is it a bad one? Could we have done better? Is it important? Is it just for fitness? Who knows? I'm going for a bit more of the latter. It was just for fitness tonight, if I'm honest. And listen, we are 6 days away, 5 days away from the start of the Premier League. Obviously, Arsenal play Palace on that Friday night. But when we play on Saturday, of course, the team's going to be hugely different, but it's going to have to be a lot better than that tonight. It goes without saying. So let us know how you think the pre-season's gone. The highlights obviously include the massive, and I will say massive, win against City yesterday in the Community Shield. And a spare thought for those salty City fans today who are putting pictures up on Instagram, Twitter, social media saying, look at Liverpool fans celebrating it. Embarrassing. This is the same team, by the way, that had a parade with the word Formidables on it, with a picture of the Community Shield, FA Cup, League Cup and Premier League, let's not forget. So you can say embarrassing, you can say, oh, look at them, it's disgraceful for a big club like Liverpool to be celebrating a Community Shield, but so are you. So let's have it fair, City fans. Okay, I know there was a few getting a little bit excited. And listen, City definitely didn't deserve to win yesterday. They were awful, if I'm honest. Haaland missing an open goal basically from 5 yards out. That just summed it up for City last night. And Liverpool didn't really get out of third gear, if I'm honest. Which are, again, amazing, promising signs yesterday. If you're looking ahead at the season, you're thinking, wow, we've beat City 3-1. They had a pretty much full-strength team out. And it was almost too easy for Liverpool yesterday. Yes, the likes of Salah, Nunez, Diaz, Bobby, Jota obviously still out. None of those guys played today. But this result kind of pales into insignificance when you look at what's to come for Liverpool this season. Obviously, we're going to be fighting on so many fronts. There could still be players that are leaving the club in the next month or so. Obviously, August is tomorrow, and then there's a full month of transfer activity ahead. Still expecting some players to leave. You saw the likes of Nat Phillips, you saw the likes of Sepp van der Berg tonight. Probably won't see them at the start of this season. So let us know in the comments, is there anyone else who should be added onto that list of potential names that are going? But there you go, that's your instant match reaction. Liverpool 0, Racing Club Strasbourg Athletic 3. Who would have thought it? But as I said, doesn't really matter. The fitness is the most important thing as we charge into Saturday's game in southwest London. Let's go big. Don't forget, guys, this week we've got Hot Copics coming up. Mario's going to be on Hot Copics this week. He was pictured yesterday celebrating with Nunez when he scored. So looking forward to having Mario on. And obviously Ruby and James and Doyle will of course all be involved in the channel throughout the season, as well as Tammy and everyone else that we interview here during the fan cams after a game outside Anfield. So listen, first one of the season. Hopefully it gets a bit warmer. Hopefully we can score and threaten the goal a little bit more than we did tonight. But there you go. That is it. Take care. Oh, and Tammy's here. Let's get into it. Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.